We won't tell anyone. Good morning,
Morning.
everybody, and welcome. My name is Paul Church from Clarity Craft here in the UK, and today, for the first time, 2026, the lovely Deborah Wheeler.
Hello, good morning.
Good
Morning, everyone.
So I hope everybody's well. We'll give it some time for our friends to find the room. Lovely Gilly's in the room helping out. So if you've got any questions, she's there to help. She'll post the link to our show page, but we'll explain a little bit more about that during the course of this hour. So
Cool.
Looking very sort of spring-like.
Oh, I thought I'd make the effort. I know, well, it's not outdoors.
I've gone Christmas mode.
You've gone Christmas. I've gone spring. Outdoors, it's grey, miserable, horrible. It's a perfect crafting day, really.
Absolutely.
Who wants to go out in this lot? Stay home and craft.
The wind is picked up as well.
Yeah.
There's a skylight just outside Jazz and Jim's office. And all of a sudden, the other day, the wind was blowing and it sounded as if there was someone in the building with a chainsaw.
Oh, my days.
So that was fun.
Oh, my days. Well, it's worse this side of the river than it was when I left home.
Oh, take it with you when you
No,
go.
thanks.
Okay.
Oh, no, thanks. We're managing just fine.
So I can see, there we go. Everybody's coming in now. Yeah, it really is. I mean, Fridays, sometimes it's a perfect day for crafting.
Yeah.
Just sort of chilling out as we approach to the weekend. And you've chosen some of your favourite Clarity designs, haven't you?
And I thought we'd look ahead a bit towards spring as well.
Yeah, and I suppose it's all about the seasons, isn't it? So we've got beautiful designs illustrated by Barb back in the SHAC. And if you check out Barb's blog from yesterday, which is barbaragrayblog.com, Barb did a lovely step-by-step on a previous collection. And I also did a Clarity Matters blog yesterday.
You did, I saw that.
Well. So going forward, what we're going to try and do, I'm going to try and do some Clarity Matters blogs, showcasing the product and some artwork from the design team. And if Barb has the time and she's got a step-by-step that she can share with everybody, so it'll be like double bubble.
Wonderful. And then, of course, there's also a step-by-step on my blog.
Absolutely.
So all of these demos will go on my blog, deborahscraftyblog.com, with a step-by-step. And I popped one of the stamp sets from this afternoon's show, which I'm not actually demoing with, on yesterday as well as a kind of taster. So, lots to find.
Absolutely. And our lovely design team, they share all their artwork all over social media, whether it be on Clarity Worldwide, Groovy Worldwide. Gilly said the sound is great. Thank you. I thought I hadn't checked that.
we could have just been talking to ourselves.
Gilly would have come running in by now if we hadn't been making a noise, so to speak. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to some graphics. So just bear with me for a moment. Maybe you're tuning in for the first time and you're wondering what's it all about, so to speak. Fridays 10 and 2, lots of demos and inspiration this week by Deborah. Normally on a Friday is Barb, but you can join us once a month. And just give it a different take on some of our lovely designs.
Yeah, just try and put my spin on it. I tend to be more down the CAS, clean and simple route than the mixed media end. But it's lovely. I find it great just to look and see, and you look across the design team. I say this every time. The different ways we as the design team use the products. We're given the same product, and then we come out with this wealth of different designs. The way people's brains works. You look at a picture and you see something different. Everybody comes at it from different angles, and it's just great. It gives me more inspiration as well certainly this afternoon, the demos, I've taken a bit of inspiration from some of my design team colleagues as well.
Super. Okay, so what I'm going to bring some details up on the screen. Now we've got some really special offers on some of the items in today's show. Some of the items are, once they're gone. So we're discontinuing some of the collections as we have a bit of a spring clean.
Refresh.
And a refresh. This details on the side of your screen there. Item number 11531. This is Barbara's Bijou Entwined Wreath A6 stamp collection. Now you can see there, normally it's £45.96. You've got a £9.19 saving, which is 20% discount straight away on that. So that brings the price down to £36.77. Now, if you belong to any of our craft clubs, as you'll see underneath, If you belong to one club, you'll get a 10% discount. 2 clubs, 12.5%, or 3 clubs, you'll get 15%. So if you belong to all 3, that brings the price down to £31.25, which is a saving of 14. So that's better than 4 for the price of 3.
Yeah.
Because they're £11.49 a stamp set.
Okay.
So you're going to save £14.75. Maybe you haven't renewed your club yet. So maybe when you log into your account, you're thinking, I'm not seeing that price. Maybe you forgot to renew, so now would be the perfect opportunity to do that. If you need any help with that, you can either go to the website, which is claritycrafts.com below. Alternatively, you can give the office a call on 01732, I've forgotten the number, 868-215. It's not Friday.
It's not like you work here or anything.
No. Well, it's not if I give the number out. Our numbers are saved in phones now, aren't they? How often?
Know. You never dial a number. I used to know friends and family's numbers off by heart and could just automatically dial them, but you don't. You just click on their name now.
The only number I can remember, telephone number, is my nan's telephone number.
Yes.
And she hasn't been with us for 20 years.
Wow.
That's the only telephone number I can remember.
Yeah.
And my own mobile, obviously. But
yeah.
So lovely Sue or Louise or Pete will be there to help you. So if you've got any queries about your club renewals or anything like that, then perfect opportunity to have a look at that. So
where are we going next?
Well, we're going to stay here because we're going to craft for the next hour. Should we have a look at the stamps in a little bit more detail?
We're out of practice for this. We haven't worked together since July. I worked out because Paul blew me out in October and November, and I did the shows with Jazz, and I schlepped off travelling worldwide in September, and we didn't have shows in December, and here we are.
I know, because I didn't realise, because I did see you in November.
Yeah, but at a distance, you were really not well.
And so lovely Jazz stood in, didn't she?
She did.
And Jazz did the one before.
Yeah.
Because I was up at
Hobby Maker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So here we are.
There we go. So should we have a look at
where were we?
Should we have a look at the stamps?
Yes.
To see So if we go like so, we're going to go to the overhead, and I'm going to zoom in on that. So there we go. I mean, you can see Barbara's style in here, can't you?
Oh, it's just her hand. You can recognise her style.
Yes.
Drawing style. Yeah, but they're lovely. What's great, you've got the frame on all of them, which you can just use on its own. It works perfectly on its own. But then you've got all of these little accent or worker stamps that you can use to embellish the frame further. Yeah. We'll look at that on one of the demos. But equally, these work on their own to make little frames and build them themselves. Yeah. So you've got the collection on your screen, 11531. If you want the stamp individually, the item number for that is 11527. That's for the spring.
That's for your spring
set. Okay.
Then we're going to go summer.
11528. Yes, it's lovely. It's so pretty. These little you see traces and echoes of other Clarity products coming through on these. So they work across multiple ranges and products.
They do. And when we look at the some finished artwork from the design team, you'll see there's a beautiful collection that we showcased last week, which is Barb's Bijou Floral Alphabet. And they sit beautifully in each of these frames.
And Barb actually used that on her blog yesterday.
The blog yesterday.
The post that she did yesterday. Yeah. So that's the summer set.
Yeah.
Autumn.
This is it, because it's a heart, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
Really, really nice. And the words are separate stamps.
I was just going to say that. Because I was going to say you could use this for a wedding and then thinking, oh, it says autumn in it, but it doesn't. That's a separate stamp from the frame.
See, we're on the same wavelength. We haven't lost that, Debs.
No, that's true.
Item number 11529 for the stamp individually.
Okay, and then winter, which is lovely. You've got it could be a robin or a red cardinal if you're in America. Yeah.
And really, the only way that sort of makes it winter or Christmassy is a little holly, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can always put something over that if you want it, if you love the style of it.
What, like a butterfly? That's what crafters put over everything on cards when they don't want it singing.
Or you could put a sentiment across
it. You could. It's true. It's true.
You know what? Our product of the month would look lovely over that.
Yeah, on a little mount.
Yeah.
So that the wreath comes up the top. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. We'll talk about the product of the month in a moment. So there are your 4 different options if you want to go for them individually. Now, what I will say is many of our friends that have been with Clarity for a number of years will know that we also did them in the larger size, which is where it originally started.
That's where they started, wasn't it? Those were the originals.
What we've decided to do is, as we said, we're having a bit of a spring clean, and these particular designs, the stock that we have on these, when they're gone, they're gone. We won't be making any more of them. So we have spring, autumn and winter, because summer has already sold out.
Summer's well gone.
Summer's well gone. But if we have a look at the size comparison, so you can sort of see the difference in the size. If you want the larger spring, the item number for that one is 10930. Now, this is a really, really silly price. I only looked at the price before we came to air, and I think Mr. Tom downstairs has been sort of, we need to sort of clear some space. If you're a Diamond Club member, £3.99.
That's ridiculous.
They should be £15.75 because it's an A5 square stamp set.
Wow.
£3.99 after your club discounts.
In the clearance sale.
In the clearance sale. And once that stock has gone, that's it.
Yeah.
They won't be.
These are staying, the Bijou.
Yeah.
It's the larger A5 that's on the clearance, and then we won't be remaking
them. So that is your spring option if you want to go.
And if you wanted to pop them in, if you were buying these and just wanted to pop the larger ones in, they work fantastically together. We've got some artwork. Here's one. This has got to be Jane Telfer because it says Amy on it.
Of course. Look, the Bijou floral alphabet.
And the Bijou floral alphabet. And a butterfly.
And a butterfly. Absolutely.
But Jane's linked them. And she's entwined the Entwined wreath. But that's just so lovely on a larger card. So pretty.
And you can see how they work. They complement, can't
you
they?
could stamp this one inside that one.
You could. I'm sure there was some. I don't know whether. I wonder whether it's on. May not.
No, I don't think I saw anywhere they were stamped inside each other. I've seen quite a few where they're offset, but actually that smaller one would fit in here and just really fill out the wreath further if you wanted a more detailed,
a more sort of
a fuller look.
A fuller, that's the word. I was going to say bushy. Bushy.
Dear. Bushy. Oh my days. Oh my days.
Says someone that hasn't got any hair. Bushy.
Okay.
So that is your spring item number 10.
Where's Jazz?
Right, okay.
Sorry.
So that is spring item number 10930.
Yeah.
Then if you want to go for autumn,
item
number 10932. And then if you want to go for winter, you've got item number 10933. And as I say, once that stock has gone, it has gone. So it's got a 70% discount on it. Should be £15.75, and it brings the price down to £4.69. If you're a Diamond Club member, £3.99. So maybe you've got the original in your collection and you're thinking, you know what, could do with replacing it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's one of those, because I think with wreaths, so to speak, I think when we say wreaths, you think, oh, it's Christmas. But these beautiful collection from Barb, the 4 different seasons, you can see how they just work beautifully.
Yeah, and you know what they would work with as well, which is some of my favourite stamps that I would use every day if I could, are the Builder Wreath collections that you can then fill in around the wreath. Because I remember talking to people at the open days, and it was kind of like, how do I start? They're a builder, but how do I start with them? Drawing pencil. So I was drawing pencil guidelines, so you can make any shape, etc. But of course, if you've got those, you've got the outline, but lots of open space around the wreath to then enable you to fill in with those
silhouette stamps.
They are.
So yes, that would look lovely.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Top tips there from lovely Deborah.
Occasionally I have a thought or a minor inspiration.
So should we have a look at a little bit of artwork?
Let's do that
on this one.
I sorted them by season actually.
Okay. Right. Well, what I'll do,
so we might have to just whip through.
Flick through.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with that one.
Yeah. This is brilliant. 100. So using the summer wreath, is that the? Oh, I don't know where I am anymore. Is that the large or that's Bijou? Yes.
All these are Bijou.
And this looks like it's on a 5x7 card. So they're fussy cut. and stuck on 2 of the wreaths. And then who's done it? Sheila. Sheila's actually double stamped the number 1 from the floral
the Bijou
numbers,
floral
the Bijou floral numbers, but as a mirror image to make an extended number 1. Isn't that clever?
That beautiful for a 100th birthday?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
I just made a 100th birthday for my father-in-law on Christmas Eve, which was, but my mother-in-law's due to be 100 next December. So
goodness,
there's a thought. Thanks, Sheila. Yeah, I'll bank that one.
Then we got. I love these birds.
Aren't they lovely?
The garden birds, as we call them.
Yes, we're not allowed to call them what they are.
You can call them blue tits if you wish.
You can. It was the crafting channel that you weren't allowed to call them blue tits.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, lovely. Again, just use the frame as it is, bit of colour.
And that's not sort of, if we look at the actual sort of the way the stamp is with the flowers at the top.
Yeah.
This time they've been put to the side.
You can put them any way round you want.
The only one that you need to be careful is cut 2 with birds on.
I was going to say the winter one. Yeah, you could have the
and autumn.
Oh, and autumn. Yeah. So otherwise they'd be hanging upside down, which birds do from bird feeders. But
I suppose, yeah. Then this one here from Debbie McMullen.
Isn't that lovely? She's just used. I don't know if I can catch the light. There you go. A tiny bit of gloss. These are oh gosh, Tina's
doodle flowers.
Doodle flowers.
Yes.
Yeah. And so she's used, if I can catch the light.
You can just see that lovely gloss.
Yeah, that gloss on them and on the dragonfly as well. That's so pretty, Deb.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Then we have this one from Tina Morris.
That's lovely. So that's the summer one as well. So it starts to show you the contrast you can get. Look, these are the same wreath, but look how different they look.
Depending on what
colour,
this is lovely
atmospheric
where it's
scene.
in the frame, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm going to look at a bit of seam building in the centre of one in my first demo.
Then we've got Jane Telford.
Oh, look at this. So that's an inky mop-up. This is watercolour card stock here, and then stamped onto it. So it's bled beautifully. Love that. Really grungy.
Then this one's from Julie Dunn.
Isn't that lovely in the blue? Really crisp.
It is. It's that sort of like the freshness, isn't it?
Yeah, and the frame as it comes, and then just brush some ink in from the side, which just really highlights that centre.
The centrepiece. This one here from Andy Duggan. So this time it's using the elements, isn't it?
Not use the frame at all, but just all the different elements, the pine cones and the leafy sprays, and then it's use the word to stamp around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clever. That's
lovely.
Nice.
So that's a selection of artwork from the Bijou. Now, we mentioned, if you're tuning in for the first time, about the product of the month.
Yes.
So it was a new year, new idea that Barb came up with. And one of the other new ideas was the newspaper.
Yes.
As well. So the idea behind the product of the month is, I'm going to bring some details up on the screen. So we have 3 different options for you. The first option is the Art Deco Sentiments A5 stamp set. The item number of this is 12258. It's £20.99. Now, pop this in your basket, and up until the 31st of January, anything else in your basket, you'll get double points on.
That's brilliant.
So if you're going for maybe some of our summer retreats, or you're going for a one-day workshop, or some of our online courses, then you may want to pop that in and take advantage of those double points. Okay, so that's one option for you. Then if this was designed to work alongside the Sentiment stamp set, and it also works with the I Am Essential range of stamps as well. This is your Sentiment Embedder stencil, and the item number of that is 31940. £6.49 plus your club discount. Pop that in your basket, double points on your whole basket. Okay.
And that works 2 ways, doesn't it? Because you've got the stencil, and I certainly used one of the boxes to masking off around it, to then brush ink through onto a card front to give me a coloured background square, well, rectangle.
Yeah, absolutely.
To then stamp into.
Yeah, it's like a 2-for-1, isn't it?
Exactly. Or you can use the embedders and just pop them on your card, and then brush ink around the outside as well to give you a white
clear panel.
Yeah. And then use them as an embedder as well. I mean, it's so versatile.
And then finally, if you're into your groovy, item number 42595, that's your Art Deco Sentiments A5 groovy plate, £14.49. Pop that in your basket and you'll get double points on your whole basket. Now, when it comes to, let me just bring up the side screen there. When it comes to the extra points, it's a manual process. I do it once a week. So I'll be doing the next lot of allocating of points tomorrow. And what that means, it goes onto your account, and then when you get 300 points, you can then take £5 off your order, or you can allow your points to build up and then take a larger, it's in multiples of the 300 units.
Yeah, well, I just did that, and yesterday I booked on the online workshop, Barb's Collage workshop, and then used a load of points I'd got to get 25 quid off.
Excellent. There you go. So you have, I mean, the loyalty points last for a whole 12 months, and then they sort of fall away if they haven't been used. But I know many of our friends have definitely been using them during the course of January.
Yeah. Well, with the online workshops, the retreats, the open days, all those tickets are available now as well.
They are indeed.
So it's a great time to use up points you've accumulated to get savings on those things.
Absolutely. So what are we? Debs is here, obviously, not just to look lovely and to keep me company. You're going to do a couple of demos.
I'm going to work for my supper.
Work? You said this wasn't work. This is playing. This is playing.
So my children call it my jobby.
Your jobby.
Which is probably not the politest thing they could say about it. But they said, well, it was your hobby, Mum, but now it's a bit of a job. So it's your jobby.
Yep, I understand. That makes sense. So do you want to share with us what you're going to show?
Shall we do that?
Yeah. We'll go to the overhead.
The overhead screen. Okay. So this morning, we're playing. I'm going to play with the Entwined wreaths, and I thought we'd start with spring, looking ahead. A kind of very clarity type of card, actually, making a scene in the centre.
You're always making a scene.
Stop it. I don't have to come here to be insulted, you know. I can stay at home for that.
But it's not the same.
Oh, it's true. It's true. So very simple. The other thing is I've got loads of off-cut pieces of companion paper in my stash. And I'm sure others have, because I'm always cutting them down to smaller squares. And then you wind up with strips. And one of the things is, well, how do you use the spare strips you've got? And you don't have to cover the whole background of the card or make them out. You just put you can just put a panel on. So this was, I didn't cut this down at all. This was the strip I just had in my stash, and I'm just like, oh, that'll do, that'll fit.
That'll do.
But then if you centered that topper, it's just a really nice effect, and just makes it a bit different. Changes it up a bit from always putting a square mount behind it.
Absolutely. Now, what we're looking at here are what we call our demo downloads. If you go onto our catch up and craft area of the website, whenever we do some of our Clarity Social TV shows, if there's a demo taking place during the course of the hour, and we feel that it justifies having sort of what we call a download, like Debs has done, then they're on there, so you can click the download button, download it to your computer, or just open it and view it on screen. But what it does, as Debs is explaining, it shows the date and the time of the show, what the project was called, a lovely picture of what was made, and then it lists a list of ingredients together with the relevant product codes.
Which is really helpful. And then of course you can come back to this show, because you can find it with the date to watch again, or alternatively, a kind of added bonus, if you like, I always blog all of these with a step-by-step on my blog as well. So depending whether you find it easier to watch a video or you want to just look at a step-by-step, we've kind of got all bases covered on it. So that's the first demo, which I really should get to in a minute. And then the second one, we're going to do we're going to use the winter set. I set myself I did it last year. I've set myself a personal challenge again for this year to make one Christmas card a week. So I've got a stash by the time I get to December. Well,
I was going to say you have 12, but that's a month.
12.
52.
Yeah, 52.
It's Friday.
And of course it ramps up later in the year, but this earlier part of the year, I thought if I just make one a week, it kind of gets it rolling. So hence the Christmas card.
Nice.
But I'm going to do an easel. It's really easy. I don't do complicated card making. I just
but it looks up, and I spy a lovely
Art Deco sentiments, the product of the month for January. Yeah, I think I've used them on just about every card I've made this month.
I think
they're fantastic.
Should we have a look
at
the
font? I love the font.
Maybe we'll have a look on the overhead at this lovely font. And it was a font that Jazz designed. I'm going to come in closer so we can, let me just go like that. So it all started with Barb's Big Blooms.
Yes. Sorry, that always makes me giggle.
I know, I have to be careful, I just say blooms. And it was in conjunction with the Open Days, wasn't it, back in November?
With Eileen.
Eileen wanted some big blooms.
Yes.
So Barb and Eileen worked together to come up with these beautiful designs. And then Jazz added a beautiful sentiment with this font. And it proved so popular. And Barb said, you know what, I want it to say this, I want it to say that. So what a perfect way to kickstart 2026, not only with a product of the month, but this lovely collection of sentiments.
And you know what was brilliant as well? Bob put a call out on the Clarity Worldwide page about what sentiments did people want to see.
Yeah.
And then pulled a list together. And actually, I think they're pretty much reflected in it. I put a couple in because I know I wanted deeper sympathy. We get a lot of thinking of you, but sometimes you really want a proper sympathy.
Yeah.
One. A new home aren't the most common.
No.
Ones to find, but yeah, I know I saw lots of people putting requests in on the list, and it's just pulled them through, which is lovely.
It's just such a beautiful font. It's crisp, it's clean.
And there's 21 sentiments there.
So the item, I'll bring the details up on the screen for that to the side. Just let me find it on my list.
I think half the country's bought them already, haven't they?
I think almost, yeah. So your sentiments on site, item number 12258, £20.99. Anything else that is in your basket, if this is included in your basket and you check out, you will receive double points on that.
Excellent.
Okay, I digressed. Apologies for that.
I'll give you that back.
Okay.
Right, shall we do some crafting?
Go on then.
Right, let me clear those out of the way. I'll give them to you. Thank you,
because this will help me with, because it's a download. It's got a list of ingredients, so I can give item numbers. So it's very good. It's like a prompt as well.
You can also remind me what I'm supposed to be using when it all goes a bit peaked on. Okay, yeah. So this is a small card, just a 5x5, using one of the. Let me move that out of the way for a minute. Just using one of the 3.5-inch stencil card pieces. Love these. I know Barb says she uses them all the time, and I go to.
It's like a permanent stash.
Yeah.
And in here,
well, they're here. There's a pile here in front of us. And I don't make a lot of larger cards. I tend to, biggest I generally go 6x6. I sometimes do 7x7 for special occasions, but keep them smaller. So it's these are perfect size topper on a 5x5 card. So you're not doing loads of cutting and wasting.
Nice.
Chopping bits of card off.
Okay.
Okay, let's I'm going to pop that on there.
There we go.
Comme ça. One of the mega mounts, the 4x4 mega mount, I use these a lot for lining up my stamps.
I was going to say for lining up and positioning.
Yeah. So I've got the wreath here, nice open stamp. The one lovely thing about these is you can flex them.
And because of the quality of the stamps, they're not one of these stamps that when you do that, they don't go all, I'm not going to get too technical, stringy. I was going to say something else. Normally with lower quality stamps, you would do that and it was like, that's it, the shape's gone now.
Yeah.
But they don't.
So I like to line my stamp up on my card.
Yes.
Because I'm not so good at hovering and positioning. You need to make sure it's clean and dry, obviously, otherwise you'll get a shadow impression. And then I can go over with this and you see the markings on here.
Yeah.
You can line it up. I don't line it up with the stamp. I line it up with my card.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so it looks at a strange angle for our friends at home because the camera is at a sort of an incline. Angle. Yes.
But basically, this inner bit is sitting within. I've got an equal frame round with the edge of my card.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Let's ink it up. Oh, has it gone a bit squiffy?
Yeah, gone.
Sorry, that's me the other thing I'd say, remember Barb says one for test, one for best.
Yeah.
I've managed to just put some ink on my card.
Got two sides.
Oh, exactly.
You don't need to worry, do you?
I'm just going to check it on my copy paper. I've always got copy paper underneath when I'm working and stamping. And I just go down because it's partly about your ink pad.
Yeah.
It's partly about how much pressure you use as well.
Yes. And also,
so you can just check how it's coming out.
And it's like conditioning the stamp as well, isn't it?
Right. So it's a bit faint there. It's a bit faint here. So I've already got a bit of ink on it now, so it should ink up nicely.
Yeah.
Second time
like
round.
An undercoat on, isn't it? It's reactivated the stamp in a way.
Yes. Yeah, because I haven't cleaned the ink off now. So let's just go around again. I remember the first demo I did on Create and Craft. And I did all this and it stamped beautifully on the copy paper. And then I re-inked it and stamped it on my card and half of it didn't come out.
Of course, that's what happens.
I was ready to walk.
And that's what happens. So it's that mindset, isn't it? The one for test and one for best.
Yeah.
Think of them both as tests.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't sort of mess with your head.
And because my flowers didn't come out so well on here, I'm going to make sure I press on them well.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And obviously it's warm in the studio as well, so the ink pad will dry. It's a fast-drying ink pad as well.
Bingo.
There we go.
Okay, that'll do. Nice. Right, what do I do next? Oh, yes. Sorry. I've got a list here in front of me on the desk of my instructions, so I know what to do next.
I suppose because it's been a while, isn't it?
I redid these yesterday. You'd think I could remember.
But I think the thing is, when you're at home doing it, you're just doing it, aren't you?
Yes.
You're thinking about it, but you're not thinking about it on how to present it.
No. No.
So
okay, so I'm going to mask it off. These don't come with masks.
Okay.
But I'm using the moon masks.
Nice.
Which has, and the largest one is just about the right size for this spring one.
So the moon mask, item number 30147, as per Deb's demo download.
I want the outer bit.
Yeah.
So I've taken off. This is lovely. Now these come pre-cut into individual masks. We used to have them. It just used to be one sheet, didn't it? You'd have to chop it up.
Yeah.
But it's fantastic now. These are cut. Okay. It can be a bit floppy, so I tend to hold it loosely at the sides and then just line it up. You know, you're not going to get an exact coverage. You just want to make sure that the majority outside.
So the other thing is that these are hand-drawn wreaths, aren't they?
Exactly.
So they're not going to be
totally regular. No. And if it goes a bit wonky, just peel it back a bit and then let it relax down. It'll find its own space. There we go. That's pretty much covered.
Yeah.
Which works really well. Okay,
What's
so now
on your list next?
Next is PA, so rude. Some inks.
Yeah.
I've gone with Distress Oxide and Broken China. Distress Oxide in Broken China and Mowed Lawn.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the heads up. Don't tell Debs. Right. But we have a delivery from Ranger on the way. Okay. And it's imminent. So I would say keep checking the website. It won't be this week. It's definitely not this week. I mean, today's Friday. It's definitely not this week. But it has landed.
Okay.
Okay, so keep an eye out.
How exciting. How exciting. Now, back to this. I'm going to make a little scene in here. I love these masks. These are the builder scene masks.
The A5
You get
masks.
the set of A5, yeah, and as a collection. Is there 5 in here?
I think so.
Yes, it's 5. No.
Doesn't say.
Oh, there's 5 listed.
Yes.
So that will be the clue.
Item number 31358.
This Hills and Clouds one is great. I use it a lot.
Because they're smaller.
Because they're smaller than the main clouds mask. So if you're doing a little scene like this, if you use the regular clouds mask, the kind of clouds look a bit odd. They're a bit big.
Yeah.
For your scene. So this little one is great.
I'd forgotten about this collection.
I use this a lot now. If you're using them for the first time, I'd just take them off and
you sort of just
detack it on your jeans or your sleeve or whatever. Okay, right. I'm going to pop it up here to start with.
Yeah.
Okay. You only need a little ink. Less is more. And I've got the wrong. It's a dark brush. There we go.
stencil brushes on the show.
Yep.
Item number 30006. I forget the zeros right.
Okay, I'm just going to dab it lightly. I don't want a huge amount. And sometimes it looks like you haven't got enough on there. In fact, you can barely see it on the camera. But if I lift this,
I'm going to come in close now. So let's.
You've got that hint of a sky.
There we go.
Now, the trick then with this, I think, is not to just go and come down.
No.
Because your clouds look stripy.
Yeah.
Or you may want stripy clouds, in which case that's fine.
Yeah.
So what I do is because it's such a long length, I pull across to the other side and I go at a bit of an angle.
Yeah.
I'm not going to brush right across the whole mask.
Okay.
I'm just going to come in across this edge here, just part of it.
So this is where the stencil brushes are perfect.
Fantastic,
aren't they? Because it's that soft airbrush look.
There. And
that's like just that.
I know. It's cool, isn't it?
I mean, cloud mat. I remember back in the day, Barb used to cut these out on copy paper. Yeah. It was copy paper, wasn't it? For I think for the clouds.
You have to take. Sorry, I've got my hand over the screen. You just have to take care when you're peeling it back off a mask, because they can stick together and you'll lift your base mask.
Good tip.
But yeah, let's go. Let's put that. Look, there's a bit of a bigger bump there. Let's go in there with that. And what I tend to do is, as I come down, I don't bother re-inking my brush anymore, because you don't want a
depth of colour.
Yeah. See?
Oh, look. You could just do the whole centre of that as clouds, couldn't you?
Yeah, it'd be lovely. I'm not going to though.
Okay.
I'm just lightly dabbing with the stencil brush. There we are. That'll do. Nice. So I've got this, and you've got kind of different grades of colour. I may be overcomplicating this. It's a bit of card.
It is a bit, but it's lovely because the gentle colour that you've applied, you've got the light and the dark to it, haven't you?
Yeah. And that's just by I inked it at the top and then didn't bother further down.
Yeah.
The other helpful mask that's on this sheet is this bottom bit. So you've got the hills. I mean, you've got the house and you've got all sorts. But this bottom strip is really handy just for doing little groundwork.
Oh, groundwork. I like that, yeah.
I'm going to turn it round and use it upside down.
Okay.
Let me just go up a bit so you can see properly. There we go. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm just going to drop that down. It's
that subtle little curve, isn't it?
That's all you need. I mean, you could do it with copy paper, but you get a straight line. This brush is probably a bit fat, but never mind, we'll go with it. Okay, I've got mowed lawn. I'm going to brush it right across all the bottom.
Okay.
Not just because I'm lazy, but because...
That's one word I wouldn't associate with you at all, Debs. Lazy. It really isn't.
So I've got a bit of ground there, but it looks a bit flat. So let's put another bit in. So if I now come forwards with it, lower down, as it were, having already put an undercoat here, if I brush over it again, it'll come through darker using the same ink, because now I've got 2 layers of ink on this bit. Does that make sense?
It does indeed.
There you go.
Look at that. I mean, that's magic.
That's so easy.
A mask, beautiful entwined wreath. And what you're doing here, Deb, on the Bijou version, you could replicate in the larger version.
Yeah, definitely.
As well, any of them.
Definitely. You might need to cut a mask with a nested die from the blank material, but that's the beauty of having the blank material.
It is, yeah. And we do it in A5 and A6.
Yeah.
So maybe we need a mega moon. A mega moon mask.
Yeah, so I've got my scene.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive to Barb's. Actually, let me switch to one I did earlier.
Okay.
Which is probably easier. Well, just because if I peel this mask off now, you'll just see the contrast with the outside. And the masks.
Lovely.
The mask just dropped back on the carrier sheet. I find the easiest way with this is to hold it each side.
Yeah.
And then just center it over the one that's already sitting on there, and then just drop it down. And if it's got a wonk in it, then just lift it and let it find its level. Yeah, it'll drop down. And then just wipe them over with a piece of damp. With these inks, just with a piece of damp paper towel.
Cool.
Which cleans your ink off. Don't forget to do that, because otherwise next time you come to use them, if you use a different colour, it gets contaminated.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How do I know that?
Or you get it on your fingers.
Well, that too. That too. Let me just flip this over so let me get rid of that ink. So here we go. Here's one I did earlier.
That's nice. Dead
easy and simple.
It's not as surprising. That's like, it is just lovely. It's the delicacy of the beautiful illustrations, and just by adding the scene into it.
I'm going to pop a mat under here because I just want to colour these flowers and leaves in. I've started down here using these. I am in love with the polychromos, I have to tell you.
The spring, summer, autumn, winter collection.
Yep.
You'll find those on the website. Now, Barb put these collections together, and they've proven so popular.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I thought I'd just tell you how I like to shade these in.
Yeah. Do you want me to come in a little closer?
Could do. You could do. I've started on this one already. So I took the yellow. What's this one? Light cadmium yellow. I mean, basically, any of your colour pencils will do. I always use, and this is from Barb's teaching in the SHAC when we were in COVID. Right, I have to tell you, I never used to colour anything in before COVID. I would avoid stamps that needed colouring in unless I could paper piece. And yeah, I was like, I can't colour. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. Watch Barb in the SHAC. Friends will remember doing the postcards with the birds. I started those and working through those. I'd do it when I came, because I worked through COVID. I do it when I came home from work in the evening, which was lovely and really relaxing.
De-stressing.
And suddenly I thought, wow, this is okay. I can do this.
It's that confidence thing. I think when you've got the tuition, and all of those episodes are all out there still on our YouTube page. You can go all the way back from the beginning. And I know some of our friends that find us more recently or over in the past 12 months or so weren't aware of the SHAC, and they go back to episode 1.
Yes.
And they follow it
back
through.
It's in 2020, probably somewhere around the middle of 2020, and we were colouring postcards of the birds postcards. Yeah. Anyway, back to this. So what I've done, I started on this one already. I've put down an undercoat with the yellow.
Yeah.
So just gone over that, and then I'm going to use, so that's light cadmium yellow, and this is dark cadmium yellow.
Nice.
So they go together. So I'm going to come in from the bottom of the petal, and I'm just going to flick. I'm not going all the way up. It's the rule of thirds, isn't it? Where you think the shadow is, just flick it. Just flick a bit of colour in, the darker colour.
So that's changed.
I always colour with two colours, with two shades now. Always. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to blend it, you can go over this with the blending nib if you're not so sure. But the other thing that I found works, because I just put a light undercoat down, and just to deepen the colour and bring them together, if you go back over the top with your lighter one, just circling, but right over all of it, it pulls them together.
Because these are Faber-Castell polychromos, which are a wax oil-based pencil. And so you can blend them just like how Deb has done. You can use that blending pen to dry blend. You can use the Dorso oil with them as well.
Because it's spring, I use the cadmium orange just to highlight those little berries or whatever they are. And then for the leaves, I've done exactly the same, but 2 greens. Nice. Pale green and a darker green. They're a bit small for Barb's technique of
the light and the
dark. Yeah. So I'm going to put a very light undercoat down. I'll do a couple. Just lightly shading it. Then I've gone to the darker green. So I'm using, that's earth green yellowish, the paler one, and the darker one is permanent green olive. They are out of different sets. And I'm going to do the same as I did on the flowers. I'm just going to flick it up from the base of the leaf.
So similar to if you're a parcher doing sort of your white work.
Yes, you're right.
Your embossing tool.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go back over it with the lighter green as well. And it just pulls the 2 colours in together, blends them.
And I think, I mean, this collection that we've got on screen, Barb's Bijou Entwined Wreath collection, is perfect for your Mini Makes Monday as well.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
Definitely. The other thing that's nice to do is you've got these little stems and swirls. So it's quite nice. You need your pencil sharp.
Do you need a sharpener?
I did sharpen it beforehand. I think this is all right. And then all you need to do actually is just draw the line in. Use the darker pencil. Make sure you've got your card facing the way that your hand goes. So if I was left-handed, I'd be coming this way, wouldn't I?
Yes.
So that you're not coming back round on yourself, and then just draw the line in. That's all you need to do. But it just highlights those stems.
Makes it pop, doesn't it?
So simple and easy.
What I'm going to do, can we hold that up to camera number 3? Because I think we'll see the beauty.
You take it. I'll get these out of the way.
You can really see. Look at that. And Deb's beautiful colouring in those flowers. So you can really see there where it's the 3 different shades of those pencils, how it brings it all together.
And it's really, I find it really handy for little images, small images, where you can't get detailed shading in, but just flicking up from the bottom just puts that shadow in with 2 colours.
It certainly makes a difference.
Let's just talk about we need to come out a bit, talk about the background.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I do now when so I've got a piece of the companion paper. This is Waimea Falls.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, this is the size of strip I happen to have.
Handy.
What I tend to do now, having done collage workshops with Barb,
Prit stick.
if I want to stick something to cover a card front, I use Prit.
Yes.
It makes such a difference actually to how well it sticks, and you don't get your edges cut. You know, sometimes if you run tape or glue, you don't go right on the edge, because otherwise you can't handle it.
So we've got the Prit stick on the website. I'm sure Gilly will pop a link up to that. I think we do it in 2 different sizes. We do a small one and the larger one that Deb's is using. I think is that a 2 gram?
22
gram. I think one's 22 grams and one is 11 grams as well.
Yeah, so literally same as we do on the collage, just stroke the Prit over it. When I'm cutting to cover a card front like this, I always cut it fractionally longer.
Yes.
And if I wanted to cover the whole card front, I cut it fractionally wider as well.
Yeah.
Just because you can never line it exactly.
Absolutely. And
then you can chop it off with a guillotine, the extra bit. Actually, the other thing I like to do, if the camera won't go squiffy, is have something dark behind me. So you've got contrast colour.
Yeah.
And then I can make sure I can't see the white edge of the card. You can slightly on the screen because you're at an angle. And the other beauty of the Prit is, of course, it will slide.
Gives it, that little bit of wiggle.
So I've just got a bit of wiggle where it wasn't straight at the bottom. There we go. Actually, I didn't do a bad job on cutting that one. That's pretty much on. But sometimes you wind up with a little bit above, and you can just go in with a guillotine and cut it accurately, and then it's exactly on your card front.
And another nice little finish with doing panels like this is if you wrap it around the back.
Yes, you know, that's true.
Really
actually,
expensive cards.
Yes,
if you buy in a shop, it had a little wrap around the back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it depends on the size of your panel and how wide you want it.
Exactly. Exactly. So the other thing I did, I used the word out of the sentiment set.
Yeah.
Because I've got flowers here and here, but it's a bit of a gap there.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to line that up on there to stamp spring in the corner. Okay. And I thought I had a mount. Have we got a stamp mount?
Have we got a stamp mount?
I saw it. Yeah, that one. I saw I got one, Paul. Thank you. It's in my other box.
Okay. Have we got a stamp mount? Deborah Wheeler.
I was just asking. I was being polite.
Have you seen that new collection of mounts we put together?
I have. Yeah, they're in
your shopping basket.
They're in my shopping basket.
I'll show the
I'm just going to do this in black archival. I'm going to do the same as I did before as well, and I'm just going to check it on my copy paper, just to make sure I've got it inked up right, and I've got, there we are, that's good.
I think also what's good to, I mean, my thoughts on it with like priming the stamp before you use it. Now, obviously you've travelled in the car today.
Yep.
And so if you're travelling around, obviously the stamps can get cold, etc., or warm. And so just by doing that inking, that's nice. Just doing the inking, again, it just reactivates it, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the other thing is you don't have to stamp everything in the middle.
No.
with sentiments and things, you can, with these, it's lovely because it's Barb's handwriting and you can just follow the curve of the frame around the outside. All I then did was I edged it with a black Sharpie.
Yeah.
That's easy enough. She says, am I going to do this? God, no safety net.
It's a test. It's not your best.
No.
It's a test.
What I do is I start just above. So I kind of come in at a curve, catch the edge of the card. I've got the card held down well, and then I just go down. The trick is to go steady.
Yeah.
Not too fast and not too slow. It's a bit of a Goldilocks.
And in one,
it has to be just
one
right.
Go.
Yes.
Don't stop.
One go. Don't stop. You'll get a bubble where the ink soaks in.
So don't worry, no one's watching, Debs.
No.
This one's your test one. So you've got one I made earlier that you made earlier. So it's
exactly.
And if for whatever reason, it's the test one. There we go. If for whatever reason it did, you could always trim it back a little bit.
You could.
Or you could just add some extra swirls in, couldn't you?
Yeah, yeah. There's all sorts of ways around it. Although it does get a bit tricky if you've done it for the 4th time and then you kind of all you've got left is this bit of card in the middle. But yeah, it's very forgiving. If you're really unsure about doing it, then just use a ruler.
Yeah.
But make sure it's bevel up.
Bevel up, so it
that is the right way to describe it, isn't it? Bevel up so that you don't get a smudge from the pen on you as you move it away. I do that on paper actually because I find the companion it's not as thick, so I don't have such a good edge to drag into.
To dig into, yeah.
And then I popped some springy sort of scenes in here from the Barb's Builder Landscape favourites, the little
on the show.
Builder Landscape favourite set, which is so handy.
Where did I put them?
I used grey for this. When I looked on the website about what grey inks we'd got, I love watering can archival, but it's out of stock at the moment. But we've got these little mini ones, and the hickory smoke greys in the black soot collection on the distress archival. The code's on the
it is
show
indeed.
page.
Let me just find that for you.
But I quite like the grey for that because it pushes it just that bit further back.
Yes.
Whereas if you use black, it brings it forwards.
Yeah. So the item number for that collection is 50548. Whether I've got one here.
Don't know. I've got mine here. Obviously not in packaging. Yeah. So in that set, you get it's handy set: black soot, ground espresso, vintage photo, and hickory smoke. So it's a handy little set of neutrals.
Handy little mini sort of archivals. Yeah.
Cool.
Super.
And that's it. And then just mounted it up together.
And it's just so easy. I mean, you've done it in the small version.
Yeah.
You've used the spring, but you've got 4 different frames to choose from. You can do it in the large version.
It would work with all of them.
If you want to go for Barb's favourite, I mean, thousands of these. Item number 12165. Barb had these on Hobby Maker the other day. And did you use your lovely stamp pens to stamp with those when you were stamping some of those out?
No, I don't. I think I use the mini mounts.
The little mini mounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Super. So shall I do some recapping?
You do recap and I'll do a quick
tidy up. Tidy up. This is very tidy. Okay. Right. So let me bring the details up for this collection that Deborah has been using. Item number 11531, Barb's Bijou Entwined Wreaths A6 stamp collection. You have a £9.19 saving, bringing that price down to £36.77. If you're a Diamond Club member with your 15% saving, that brings it down to £31.25, saving £14.71. So it's better than 4 for the price of 3. Now, Debs was just talking about Barb's Builder Landscape favourites. So item number for this is 12165, £11.49 plus your club discounts. Now, if you like those designs that Deb's just been using, we do have them in Groovy as well. So the item number for this collection is 41951. You've got a £7.39 saving, which is also a 20% saving, bringing it down to £29.56. Diamond Club members will pay £25.13. Now, if you want to go for, you've got until the 31st of January to take advantage of the current product of the month. If you want to go for those stamps, which Debs is going to be using in the next demo, the item number is 12258. Pop that in your basket, and anything else in the basket, you will earn double points. If you want to go for the embedder, double points in your basket, item number 31940. And then finally, if you're in the groove, item number 42595, pop that in your basket, and anything else in your basket, you will also get double points as well. Now, Debs was talking about Barb's next online workshop.
Yes.
Tomorrow we've got our enhanced pencil work with lovely Louise. And then on the 7th of Feb, Barb is doing the Glastonbury tour. And it's not a tour around Glastonbury.
Not a tour.
Tour.
It's a tour.
So let me just bring those details in on the overhead there. So if you're interested in joining that, the item number for that is 60230. It's £67. And if you pop that in your basket with any of the products of the month, you'll get double points.
It's a great thing to spend your accumulated points on as well.
It is, and the live event takes place on Saturday the 7th of February. It's in 2 sessions. So it's like a morning, 9 till 12. There's a lovely 2-hour lunch break, like you used to have at school, not. And then you come back from 2 until approximately 4 p.m. And what we do is we send you the kit.
These kits are brilliant. So good.
That's as far as. So you've got the kit, and it gives you all the materials. So you've got your 12x12 canvas board, you've got your papers, you've got your pattern, etc. And all you need is low-tack masking tape, Pritt stick glue stick, scissors, tweezers, a lead pencil, and a baron, i.e. a flat item for applying pressure to the papers.
Yeah.
All of the previous ones are on the workshop section of the website as well. But I love the colour on this collection.
Yeah, it's nice. Barb's gone for the pinks, the chamomile infusion paper, infusions, collage paper with the hibiscus rather than the
Absolutely. They're just lovely, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah, so, really nice.
I mean,
I heard Barb say, if you didn't fancy the pink and wanted to do it to match other ones you've done, then you can easily swap the peppermint infusion papers in and keep these for another occasion.
It's always
keep the pinks.
And we have got 12x12 canvas boards as well, because Barb was saying you'll get 4 out of this kit.
That's
true. Get 1 12x12 canvas board in there, but we do have the packs of 3.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could pop those in your basket, and then you've got
you can make all the others up.
On that.
Yeah.
And if you can't make the live session, then not to worry, because once you buy that course, it's one of those, you've got the key to the classroom, and you can go in anytime you want.
Yeah.
The videos are available for you to watch afterwards, and you can pause it, fast forward it, stop it, recap on it.
So handy.
It really is.
And actually there are 2 videos then, because there's the live, isn't there, from the Saturday, and then Barb also does a pre-record.
No, there's no pre-record.
Oh, there isn't.
No,
sorry.
It's just live.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll shut up. Zip that. We'll edit that bit out.
We'll rewind this.
Rewind. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's just there's
just the straight in the live.
Yeah. And it's
that
great.
Makes sense.
Because you can then go, and you can be anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Take part, and it's in the comfort of your own home as well, especially with lovely weather that we're currently having.
Joy.
So
it's joyous, isn't it?
So we're going to do another.
Okay,
we're going to go.
Let's go again.
Merry Christmas.
This is this week's Christmas card.
Okay. So we'll go camera 3.
Go 3.
We planned this one.
Yeah, we did.
We did, didn't we?
Come on, look like we know what we're doing.
Look at that.
Okay, right. Now, this is where I move it around, trying to find the right spot. Okay, it's an easel card with a flat base. And you don't have to put the flat base on it. You could just make it using a 5x5 card blank, but I just zhuzhed it up a bit. That's nice.
Yeah, because I looked at
I like it. It just lifts it.
Hang about, the bottom's wider than the top. I know exactly what you've done now.
I've made the bottom wider than the top. It's good. Good. Stick with the program, Paul. Okay, let's talk through how I did it, shall we?
Okay, I was just going to ask.
Sorry, the other great thing about this is it folds flat for posting. You just need a 5x7 envelope, and then folds up afterwards.
Okay.
Okay. Righty ho, let's start. Let me get some coloured paper under here. Stop the camera going squiffy. Right, I'm going to start. I've used a 4.5-inch square piece of stencil card, which I cut off one of the 6 by 4.5.
Oh,
just cut it to a square.
Yeah,
it's perfect, and that's a perfect size topper for a 5 by 5 card as well. If you want a bigger topper than the 3.5.
So you've got a narrower outer frame.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen our punched hole card that Dave
I
makes?
saw it online. I haven't looked at it yet. I'll wander downstairs afterwards, and I'm going to go and
happen to have some.
Go and have a browse.
Unless it's been borrowed. No, here it is. So this is great. So sorry for interrupting.
No, that's all right. Carry on.
It's 3.5 by 4 inches. So it's got that extra inch, and it has 3.5 by 4 inches. Extra ½ inch. Yeah. It's all about
just showing I'm listening.
And we launched this at the beginning of the month, and poor Dave, he has to drill all those holes one at a time. No, he doesn't.
No,
he doesn't. No. He's got one of these big old-fashioned.
Oh yeah.
And they've got different size bits as well. Anyway, there we go.
Right. Same technique as I did before on the card, and then lining my mount up over it. So this is a 5 by 5 mega mount.
Yeah.
Which is just, again, slightly bigger than my card. So it's helpful. You can see your card edges through it.
Super.
Okay, I'm going to use library green for this one because I'm adding extra stamps in. So this time we're going to build more of a wreath.
Yeah.
With it.
Okay. So your library green archival 50044.
I love this. It's such a nice green. It's one of my go-to ones. Because you don't always have to stamp in black.
No.
I think we forget. You know, you reach for black, might occasionally reach for grey.
Yeah.
But actually the coloured archivals are really good. Right, let's just check. Follow your own advice, Deb. Check it out. I think the trick with these is to press where there's more pattern. The lines will come out anyway.
Yes.
But you want to make sure that you've got a bit of pressure where the patterns. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, Pig.
Detail of this stamp.
They're lovely.
Yeah, it really shows the art of transparent stamping, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can repeat it then. I didn't peek. Make sure. I hope I didn't peek too soon.
This is just a test. It's not the best. It's just a test.
Certainly is a test.
Thanks.
The other thing when I'm stamping is I've got the heels of my hands down. I'm not kind of hovering from mid-air and going down. I put them down, and then I can sit just above it, but hold it to then go straight down. Whereas if you're trying to stamp from up here, that's when you can get a wobble.
Okay, we don't want a wobble.
Oh, blimey, we're over time.
No, it's fine, carry on.
Stick with us, friends. Unless everybody's gasping for coffee. No. Right, anyway. There we go. Cool. That'll do.
I'm going to zoom into. I just want to show you the quality. I'm going to come in one more. Look at the detail.
It's lovely, isn't it?
On that stamp.
Okay, this time I decided I wanted more of a wreath.
Okay.
On it. So I've just got one. It's this lovely little leaf.
Well, one of the little worker stamps.
Yeah, this one here from the bottom.
Yeah.
That's got a nice little swirly bit on it. And it's different to the ones that are on here. So you just get a bit of a contrast, okay? I'm going to stamp it again just to check, because I'm using one of the stamp mounts this time rather than the mega mount. You can get different amounts of pressure through them.
Yes.
So sometimes it's about how much pressure you put on it, but that's fine. You see, you're probably difficult to see on screen, but it's come out a bit darker.
Yeah,
than these, because you get more in the pressure's more focused.
It's so I just need to be the finger, isn't it?
I just need to be careful not to push it down too hard. Right, I'm just going to work round now and fill in around the wreath, and it's going to look scruffy.
Okay,
but that's okay.
Is this one of the ones it's not over until it's over?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Let's come down here. Let's come in here this way, go that way. You can stamp across where you're putting the extra ones in as well. You're really just filling in the gaps around your wreath.
And you're turning your artwork.
And I'm turning the card because I've got my stamp held the same way every time. Actually, let's bring that one down that way. That's quite nice. The other thing I'd say is don't overthink it. You know, you can spend half an hour stood here working out where the flip you're going to put your stamp.
That's a technical term.
Yeah, exactly. And then let's just fill in this top corner up here. Done. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I've got a fairly full wreath.
Full, yes.
Okay. Right, I'm going to colour it in.
Okay.
Here's one I did earlier.
So you're using those lovely
I'm using polychromos again. I've got the 2 greens from the winter set.
Yeah.
And the madder. That's a great colour name, which I think is from autumn. So I've just done the same thing. I've used the paler green just on these, I suppose they're, I don't know, these sprays.
Yeah. Leafy sprays.
But they're all leafy sprays, Paul, but these are a different sort of leaf. So all I'm doing with those is just filling them in. It's nice to use different greens for the different leaves. You get more depth on it then as well. My colouring's a bit shonky on that, but never mind. We won't tell anyone.
It's the foliage.
And then I'm going to use the I'm going to use 1 colour on these leaves. Having said I always colour with 2. let me
Creative, artistic, what is it?
Artistic license.
That's it.
Right, because I'm going to shade it in lightly. Because these are only little. So, but then you can use the same colour just to deepen it from the bottom. Same technique.
A little bit more pressure.
Bit more pressure, just flicking from the bottom, and it just puts you a bit of shade on your leaf. I'm just doing this really quickly.
So colouring in, do you have a preference? Are you a pencil or a pen?
I like pencils. I've really got into pencils now. And then I might just need to sharpen this. We've got that sharpener for you, because I'm just going to draw in the stem on that. These are great sharpeners. These
the Faber-Castell,
Faber-Castell.
And it's nice because it holds all the waste and everything else.
You know what's nice as well is sometimes with cheaper sharpeners you're kind of turning and turning and turning and turning. I find one turn on this will just resharpen the point. So you're not halfway down your pencil by the time you finish colouring a card.
Okay.
And then, again, just literally drawing the stem or the ribbon or whatever it is. There we go. Actually, I didn't get my brown out. I'm going to knit Barbara's brown. Bit of shading on my robin. I've decided he's a robin, so.
Not a Batman.
Yeah, funny.
It's Christmas. You've got a Christmas cracker joke.
And again, I'm doing the same with him, 1 colour.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to flick with this over it where the shade is. So we'll probably have a bit of shadow coming down his wing like that. It's quite nice. It just it's surprising just the little detail it has. And then I didn't do very well on this one because I coloured him all red in the front, but actually robins have a bit of white at the bottom, don't they? Just say yes.
Yes, of course they do. Yes.
So if you just flick him down from the top, you get quite a nice soft effect. The trick's to flick, not draw lines.
Yes.
There we go. That's better.
Oh,
he's got a little white tummy now.
Yeah, bless him.
I coloured all the berries on here red, but I still thought when I'd finished, it needs something a bit more.
Okay.
Which isn't often what I say about my cards. I also sometimes go, maybe not that much. So there is another cracking little stamp in the set. Let me just get, oh, that's Barb's pencil. I better not make off with that. This one.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like little, let me take the stamp off and then you can see. It's like little dots, berries.
Yes.
Okay, so red geranium archival, any red will do that you've got in your set. I think mine's been leaking.
Oh,
You can do this with a stamp pen. I'll use this.
Do you want on?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah. Square or rectangle or oval?
Yeah, no, square's good. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, so loading up the stamp pens, pop the stamp down. Hover the stamp pen over it. My grandson loves these.
Does he?
He was playing with them. He's one.
Bless.
He was playing with them. He thinks they're fantastic. And then just so, because where you want to be is in the middle. You want your stamp in the middle of this,
yes.
So you don't get wibbly wobbly. Yeah. Okay, right. And then it's a case of, yeah, that's good. Dot and stamp. So I'm just going to add a load more. Yeah, look, it looks a bit. One time, it's a bit.
Yeah, I
green.
know it's yeah.
It just needs a bit of contrast on it. Yeah. So let's just bung a few berries in around the place. I'm never very good at random. I always drop into a pattern, but the trick is to try and do it randomly.
I suppose because you've got it on the stamp pan as well, you can sort of swivel it in your hand, can't you?
Yeah, so, yeah, and turn it around. You don't want it to look like it's just following it all around. Let's pop a few up there in case he's getting peckish. But that, I thought that just made it just pop a bit more.
Yeah, it's as you say, it's add a little bit of dimension by introducing that second colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely.
So, Art Deco sentiment in the centre, which helpfully has Merry Christmas on it.
I mean, that's the only one I think is a duplicate from the Big Blooms.
No, Happy Birthday is as well. That's in one of the Big Blooms as well. Okay, let's just pop that in the middle. Of course, if you've got winter birthdays, this is great for.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check it on my over here. Yeah, it's good.
See, if you'd done that on another piece of white card, you would have had 2 cards done by now.
All right.
And then you'd be ahead of the game by a week.
Ahead.
Yeah.
There we go. Bingo.
The font on this.
I love them. I love them.
Absolutely.
I've used them. Well, you know, I blog a card every day. I think I've used them on just about every card.
I think it's nice because of the crispness of this font.
Yeah.
It's whether you go grungy, whether you're crisp and clean. So
this one I have popped it on a mount.
Yeah.
Let me just stick that down. Have we got these back in stock yet?
No.
Ooh.
Not yet. But you could use your Pritt stick if you wanted to.
You could.
Couldn't you?
Could, absolutely you could. Just get that roughly centered.
Nice.
Cool. Right. So my 5x5 card blank to make the easel, basic card blank, but I've just scored across the centre here, so it folds and sits up in a fold.
Yes.
So I'm going to stick this onto there. Okay.
Yeah.
But obviously I don't want to stick it to this bit.
Otherwise it won't easylate.
No, quite.
If that's a word, it isn't, but
it is now. So what I'm going to do, what I've done is lined it up.
Yeah.
Okay. With this folded, I'm just going to flip it over and I'm just going to pop myself a couple of pencil marks. And then I'm going to put
where the glue
here. I know where
needs to go.
I know where my tape's going. Because the danger is if you put tape on here, because I've got a border around the edge, it'll overlap.
Absolutely.
So let me just, you can stay well clear. That'll do. think this one's starting to run out. I'm going to panic. Oh, don't stick it down too soon. Again, I'm sticking it down with it folded over.
Yeah.
So I can judge my border. Yeah, I reckon that'll about do it. Okay.
That's it. And there's no stickiness there because of those pencil marks.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Sorry, it keeps going. Am I moving too fast?
Just a little, yeah.
Right. And then, so you could leave it there.
Yeah.
The other thing to add is your stopper.
Okay.
For it. So I've stamped Time to Celebrate, which is also in the Art Deco sentiments, on a bit of scrap card.
Right. Okay.
And then I cut an off-cut piece of Amazonia designer paper because that's got the reds and greens in it. Nice. Mounted it on that, but that's still too flat really for a stopper. So.
Oh, you use your trick, don't you?
Yeah. There's actually 2 bits of scrap card on the back of it.
So it adds, if I cut, I'm going to come in.
You can do it with foam pads, but I mean, I've got a drawer full of scrap offcuts of card. And let me come down. There we go.
It looks like a foam pad, doesn't it?
It does. It does. But that's 2 bits of just an offcut card.
Yeah.
Scrap card.
I mean, that when I first saw that that's what you do, I thought, what a great idea. Because obviously sticky fixes, you've got to try and get the backing off.
Well, and you've got to buy them as well. You've already bought this card. You've already paid for it. I mean, come on.
True. What have we lost?
I could do with a bit of glue. Actually, I'll use my Pritt. Well, I would if I could remember where I put it. Oh, it's in the other box.
There we go.
Thank you. Sorry, friends. I try and look. I'm not very good at looking like I'm completely prepped, am I? Oh, that might be nearly empty. You can see I've been using it a lot.
I think it's nice because it gives you that little bit of wiggle room.
It does.
As well,
that's what I like about it. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I remember back in the day before tape pens existed, it was double-sided tape or like those sticky foam type things. Go on, I'll let you come. So
what I'm doing, I'm folding it up, ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can judge. And then I know my sides here are level with this.
Yeah.
So it's straight because you don't want it to go up and be on the wonk.
On the wonk.
So let's just make sure that's straight. And then I'm going to put my topper in front of that. Get it about central. That'll do. And push it down. Okay.
Yeah.
So that stays now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stop there if you want.
Uh-huh.
But I quite like putting the base on it.
Ah, that's not how I thought you'd done it.
What did you think I'd done?
What I thought you had done, I thought you had taken a piece of 5x7.
Right, okay.
But knowing Debs and her thriftiness, okay. So for example, if I took a 5x7,
yes.
For example, and I take that, which is the same size.
Okay, yes.
And put that on top.
Do you know, I hadn't even thought about doing that.
But knowing you're wasting everything that's underneath
all that bit
it.
Under there.
Yeah.
I paid good money for that.
I know. But I thought that's what you do. So the 5x7 is the perfect size for that. But as you say, or as I say, you're hiding it. So I should have known, really, that they would have just been 2 strips.
And that's because I've got strips in my
in your stash.
In my stash. And I'm like, how do I use up these strips as well? So this is actually a piece of the 7x7 stencil card.
Yeah.
That I just cut down to 5x7.
Yeah.
So left me a piece to use in future. And I put a strip of the Antarctica designer paper because it's reds and greens, which is nice, down each side. Okay. And then all you need to do is stick your card blank on that. But I like it on this because
it brings that little topper in then, doesn't it?
It brings the topper. Well, that's why the topper's on that.
Yeah.
Mount.
That's another little bit. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd probably done it on plain green if I wasn't mounting it on this.
Yeah.
But what I thought it did was pull out the colours on this a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it picks those together.
Yeah.
And it's nice if you just want to make a card that looks a bit more special. Then it's such an easy way to do an easel card.
It's yeah. I mean, as I say, I thought when I looked at it, I mean, I know what you've used, but I didn't look at what you've used because I thought, oh, that's the 5x7. When you said, oh, it's a 5x7 base.
Yes. And you could if you've got that and that's what you want to do. That's absolutely fine. No reason why you can't do that. But I'd got scraps of designer paper in my folder. I thought, what am I going to do with these? I know.
And I also like, see, even if it was flat, I like that.
That's nice. Actually, yeah, that is nice as well.
As a flat card without the easel effect on it.
Yeah.
I love this border down the side of it.
I've done that a few times with the toppers, you know, like the landscape toppers.
Yeah.
Because they're rectangular, not square.
Yeah.
So to put them on a square card blank, I run a strip of companion paper each side because they're 6 by whatever they are.
Yeah.
And so you can put them on a 6x6 blank with a strip down each side.
So
it's a great way to use your offcuts if you've cut 8 by 8 papers down to a smaller square.
Yeah, because you often sort of have these strips, don't you?
Exactly.
So great use for them.
Of course, I should be telling people just to buy new paper, not to use up your scraps. Just ignore all of that. Go and buy a new paper. No, I wouldn't.
No, exactly.
Well, and it's getting the value out of your stash.
Of course it is, and that's what we want, isn't it? And to show what you can do, not only with the beautiful designs that you use with the stamps, but how to use that. I mean, back in the day when I crafted I had boxes, and probably like you, they were colours. I had a box for reds and pinks, and I had a box for greens. I used to do that. And then I'd have all these violets. And I thought, oh,
what am I going to do with all that? Yeah.
So perfect opportunities to use up your scraps to enhance your artwork. So are we all good?
Yeah. Well, that's everything I've got to show this morning.
Great. So I'm just going to have a quick recap. I will say, if you want the larger version of those Entwined Wreaths, once this stock has gone, it has gone. So we'll just bring the details in. This is your larger version one. So this is the Winter Entwined Wreath, item number 10933. As I say, I mean, if you're a Diamond Club member, it's $3.99. So that is the Winter. And it's the same one that Deb's has just used, but in the larger format. Then the next one we have is your Autumn, item number 10932. I love it. I love the heart shape.
It's so nice, isn't it? It's so pretty. Yeah, and I reckon it's got acorns and oak.
Acorn leaf? Acorn?
Might be oak leaves.
Acorn leaves.
What you like. On here, but actually I reckon by just changing colours on those, you could make it summery. You know, often it's the colours that drive.
Definitely. Yeah.
Drive that.
So that's your Autumn, item number 10932. And then finally, you have Spring, item number 10930. Once these three have gone, the stock on this, although we make them, there is sometimes we have to make the decision that we need the space. And, and 2026, there is so much new stuff coming that we've had to say, right, well, we've only got a few of these left. So rather than take up wall space, let's offer them a super duper price. And for our friends at home, to give you the options. So so that is the large ones. When they've gone, they're gone. I just wanted to shine a light on this afternoon's show. Debs is going to be using some of our lovely fresh cut square aperture dies. Some of these are limited in stock, and there's currently no plans at the moment to replace them. So we'll just have a quick look on these. So let me just zoom out on that one. So this is the Snowdrop Square Aperture Framer, item number 31411. Normally $19.99. These are $17.99 plus your club discount.
Okay.
I think I've got those on the side of the screen. Where are we going to go? Let's go.
There
we go. Your Snowdrop Squares, 31411. You can see there, Diamond Club members, $15.29. Then we move on to the next one, which is your Roses, item number 31410. Same price, $17.99 plus club discount. Then again, into the Leaves. There we go. Item number 31409. Then we have the Japanese Beauty. There we go. Item number 31403. And then finally, we have the Japanese Love, item number 31404. Now we do have a couple of duos. So we've got the Japanese Beauty and Roses. So if you want that collection, the item number is 31768. There's a £10 saving. So there's a bigger saving on that duo, bringing it down to £29.98. And then the next one is the leaves and the snowdrops. And I know that one of these is really, really low in stock. So the item number for that pair is 31770. So I just wanted to shine a light on that because I know many of our friends at home look at the show page and they go, oh, I like that. And they buy ahead of the show. And I didn't want you to be disappointed that when we're using something later on and we have sold out, because dyes, obviously, we have to buy in bulk. We have to get them in. So I just wanted to share that with you. So it's been lovely to have your company again, Deborah.
Thanks for having me.
I think Jazz will be here this afternoon.
Stop it.
Come back at 2 o'clock and see who's here.
See if I'm still here, more to the point. He'll probably chuck me out and go, yeah. Well,
never.
For being rude.
So thank you for bearing with us this morning and sticking with us. I hope I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And thank you to Julie for helping out in the chat. And come back at 2 o'clock and see who it's going to be. Which double act is it going to be?
Who's the one with the short, fat, airy legs? Don't answer that.
Is it Deborah and
Don't
Paul?
answer that.
Or is it going to be Deborah and Jazz? Or could it be Deborah and Jim?
Or Deborah and Jilly.
Deborah and Jilly.
Jilly's in the building.
Yeah. Or Louise.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will definitely be Deborah. So come back at 2 o'clock and see.
Only because Paul can't read my handwriting on the instructions for what to do on the demos.
I'll go and see if there's anyone walking down the road that wants to pop in.
On that note,
take care. And
thanks,
we look forward